Now, into the ticket office of Disneyland.
Oh boy, let's do this. Don't think the CIA is going to be trying to hack your second-gen iPod.
I didn't think so. There might have been a lot of illegal music on there. I wouldn't doubt it. But, I mean...
You were supposed to bring death to the flagships, not join them.
That's a pill with two screens and it's open and you gotta swallow it.
iTunes is a constant source of embarrassment.
Behind-the-scenes camera crap.
I am ashamed to live in this world.
I am Manila.
I can't do it anymore without laughing. I was gonna do the whole thing. Welcome, everyone, to the Calling All Platforms podcast. I am your host, Wes, and I'm here with Landen.
Hello.
And Caleb.
Hi.
And we are here to talk Black Friday.
Oh, yeah.
It is our annual Black Friday episode. We like to, mention some good Black Friday deals and some bad ones.
Yeah.
I mean, in quotations, deals.
Yeah.
Deals.
But first...
Oh my gosh. That's like basically all of computers right now. But anyways, continue.
In quotations, deals. Yeah. So, before we get into that, Caleb did want to mention something that's a little important and, deep within his heart, he really wants to talk about.
I genuinely do. So, listener, something happened this past week. You may have actually noticed it from where you're at. Hell froze over, and there were pigs flying all over the place. It was insane.
I had to duck a few times. I almost got hit by a couple of them.
Right? There was so much free bacon just lying around all over the street, though. I mean, all these pigs that were getting sniped out of the air and stuff like. Anyways, Apple, a company who famously hates everyone, including their customers. like, let's be honest. One of the things that makes Apple great is that they are willing to give you things that you don't know you want and take risks on you actually wanting those things. That's where we got the iPod from. That's kind of how the iMac happened. That's where the Macintosh came from, and the iPhone and the iPad. Like, all of their best innovations come from them being like, yeah, we're going to do a thing that nobody is asking for, but they're gonna love it. They just don't know it yet.
Fair enough.
It's worked out pretty well for them. They're like the single most profitable company in the world at this point. That being said, they tend to do this very much at the expense of creature comforts, like being able to upgrade or fix any part of any of your devices. And it's gotten to a bit of an absurd degree on that point, to where you open up the new MacBook Pros, everybody who reviewed those things opened up the bottom and was like, oh my gosh, you only have to take out 8 screws and slide this off of a couple of tabs in order to get inside. That's pretty good. Oh, and look, they didn't use glue to put the batteries into the case. They just used these adhesive, tab things that you can pull out, and they actually come off okay. You have to buy more little adhesive strips in order to put them back in, but this is progress. Granted, the RAM is still soldered directly to the CPU, and the storage is still soldered to the main board, and all this. It's a proprietary CPU now, and you still have the T2 security chip that locks everything away behind everything. It's just, that's Apple, This is what they do. This past week, they announced the self-service repair program. What this is Apple is going to be making available for free via their website to the general public the repair manuals for phones and iPads. They're starting with phones and iPads. They're going to be moving, they're starting with the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13. Then they're going to be introducing some of the new iPads. Then they're going to be doing repair materials for some of the Macs and stuff like that. These are the internal repair guides that they give to their authorized service centers and Apple stores. Okay? So these are the real deal. I love iFixit. iFixit does really good work, but a lot of their more obscure repair guides are made by amateurs. And sometimes that shows. Pictures aren't quite as good as they could be. Some of the steps are missing pieces, so on and so forth. iFixit is a great service. We love iFixit, on the podcast. Nobody's complaining about iFixit, but this is great, right? That's available for free. In addition to that, the self-service repair program is going to make available a web store that will give the general public the ability to order the parts and tools necessary to replace stuff on their phones and their iPads and eventually their Macs. Just straight from Apple. Genuine Apple parts you can just order from them, along with any of the tools that you need to install them. Though if you already have supported iFixit, you probably have a screwdriver kit and you don't need to buy any of their tools. But you can get the genuine Apple parts and you can install them yourself at your house. Now, no word on what the prices are going to be like for these things. I'm going to guess very gougy. Like, like you know those spoons that they used to sell at the grocery store next to grapefruit that had like the serrated tip on them that were specific for like scooping the grapefruit out. And I never have eaten a grapefruit that way in my life, but apparently that's the thing that people, my dad did it. In fact, we had one of those in my house as a child. That's the kind of spoon that I'm imagining Apple is going to be pricing these with. They will be gouging quite a wide streak with those suckers, but I imagine it will be less than paying for a service from an Apple authorized repair shop. So why does this matter, listener? You could just take it to your, local phone repair place and they could do it for you, right? That would probably cost less. Yeah, it probably would. And it probably will continue to do that now that repair shop has access to Apple's repair guides and genuine Apple parts. They'll be able to give you exactly the service that you would be getting at an Apple service center for a lot less money if you don't want to do it yourself. Or if you do want to do it yourself, you'd probably save $20 over doing it, taking it to the guy in the trailer next to the mall kind of thing. Like, it's going to be cheaper than taking it to an Apple store out of warranty. That's basically what it comes down to. And you won't have a situation where the display that you bought to replace the part won't, like, suddenly Face ID doesn't work or whatever because you replaced it with the wrong part.
Yeah.
So that's the Apple self-service repair program. Details are kind of light right now. Like I said, the big one that we want to know is pricing. But just the fact that this exists at all in the year of our Lord 2021, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I genuinely am just over the moon. Like, everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. This is a good step in the right direction. It's not all of the steps that need to be taken, Apple. There's still a wide gulf between you and something reasonable. But we're moving in the right direction, and that is a nice sign. So, that's my Apple news.
Good. Yeah, that is good news. So, dear listener, hopefully we'll see much more progress in that direction. So,
and as this situation updates, we'll be sure to keep you posted.
We will. All right. Let's get into our Black Friday part of this. And as tradition, I always like to try and hop in that DeLorean and go back in time and see old Black Friday ads.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and let's do this. I decided we're going to do 17 years ago.
Oh, no.
So this,
wow.
So the 2004, these are the ads, and I'm going to bring up a couple I found, which was quite interesting. And apparently in 2004, Elton John was definitely all about Best Buy. He was everywhere on all their stuff on this ad here. So,
wow.
Let's get into this. So, looking at this here, 2004, you could get a portable DVD player, 7-inch screen from Polaroid for $139.
Oh man, that was the beginning of the end for Polaroid, right there.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of Polaroid in here, which is interesting. So, but you're saving $50.
Yeah.
So that was normally almost $200 for a DVD player.
Man, remember DVDs?
Yeah.
What a thing.
I'm looking right now, and on Amazon, you can get a portable mini, it's called the Super Mini DVD player that comes with HDMI cables, RGB. Like it comes with video
Everything.
cable. Like it comes with everything. A remote. And now this doesn't have a screen. So you do have to connect it to something. But it's only $36. And that's not on sale. That's just the normal price.
And that's also literally the first thing that you found. Like, that's not bargain hunting. That's just literally search, top result. Okay, here we go.
Basically, I typed in portable DVD player to Google, and that's right at the top.
Yep. That's amazing.
Nice.
The next thing from, I hope I can say this correctly, Allegro, I believe that's what their name is. For $59.99, you can get a DVD hi-fi VCR combo.
Whoa!
Wow!
Yeah.
Woo.
You're saving
VHS.
$20 on that deal, guys. $20.
Good old 480i
Oh yeah.
resolutions, delicious.
And then
On
looking
the
at this,
curved CRT. Oh man.
now a regular DVD player, you're looking at just $17.99. You're saving $20 there, so it's half off there. So that's a pretty good deal, right?
That's a pretty good deal, yeah. Check it out. That updates you all the way to 480p. Yeah.
Boom. Look at that. Let's see. Looking on here, you can also, so this is kind of on one of the fronts, like their big doorbusters. They have their, $9.99 each for DVDs. But I'm going to tell you the DVDs that are the big ones that came out, because these are half off as well. You're saving $10 to $12, so you're only paying $9.99. So you can get the whole.
You're going to hurt me right now. I can tell.
So you can get the whole first season of the Chappelle Show
Nice.
for $9.99.
I bet it probably costs the same right now.
You should. Well, I mean, it's on what, Netflix or something now? For $9.99?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The Day After Tomorrow,
Oh,
Man on Fire, Mean Girls,
Oh.
and the first time on DVD is what it says, Aladdin, the Aladdin collection.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yep. And then you can
Man.
buy for $12.99 for seasons, you can get the Will and Grace season.
Excellent.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Excellent.
man.
Well, let's move on a little bit. This one, we're turning the page here. So for mobile phones from
Ooh.
Singular, what I thought was really interesting about these is you had to buy it outright. So this was a big thing, I think, back in the day, was you had to buy it outright, but you got a mail-in rebate for your discount.
Yep.
So for this flip phone, for a 1.2 megapixel camera on the front that would flip, it was $300. But the mail-in rebate, the mail-in rebate was $300, but you would spend $49.99 total. So you had to spend $350 on this phone, but you got a $300 mail-in rebate.
Wow.
Singular.
I mean, I guess they were just banking on some people being too stupid to get the rebate system to work, or like forgetting about it for too long or something.
Well, you're right, because you look at these other ones, one from Sprint, Verizon, they're like a Sanyo flip phone, and there's a Samsung one, but they basically $280 mail-in rebate, but it's for the whole price. So they are saying it's free, but you have to do this mail-in rebate.
You have to do the rebate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can also, and I believe this was the time when satellite radio was big, because there's all sorts of stuff. So the big thing here is you get an Elton John Dream Ticket DVD set instantly with a purchase of any XM satellite radio receiver.
Of course.
And that was back in the
wow.
day when Sirius and XM were two different, competing satellite radio places.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
are right.
Kind of forgotten that was a thing. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll kind of move over to some home theater. One Sony home theater system that is a DVD player bundled all together with a 5.1 channel, 800 watt surround sound. Caleb, what do you think that costs here on this Black Friday ad?
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't pay more than $80 for it now.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Well, let's just say you would not be shopping for this then.
Nope.
This here, which also gives you a free $200 gift card by mail, you have to spend $699
Wow.
for this Sony 5.1 channel 800 watt surround sound.
I mean, listener, for the record, go to your local thrift store. You can probably pick one of those suckers up for like $50 to $60.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Wow.
Also, so we're going to get over here to the computers section here.
Oh, dear.
You ready for this? So
Never.
for this, Intel Inside Pentium 4 Gateway processors 530, Intel Pentium 530 with hyper-threading technology computer and a colored printer, a 17-inch LCD monitor. That's the big thing here, LCD monitor.
It's so much thinner.
So much. $979 instant.
Jeez.
After your instant savings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bundling printers with computers.
I mean,
Like, that was a thing. It was a huge thing for a long time. It is not anymore. Thank heavens.
yeah.
So much e-waste as a result of that practice. Like,
It's-
oh my gosh.
Okay, this one's going to hurt you as well. So there's
dear.
another one that's an HP, but it has an Intel Pentium 4 processor, 2.8 gigahertz computer.
It's blazing.
Oh, yeah. But this has a 17-inch monitor, and this is a CRT, or the big one, big CRT.
Yep.
$499. But that is the out the door price. You're saving $300 on that. So that was $799 normal.
Dang. I mean, back when walking out the door with your computer, you needed like 3 different people. So you got one person carrying the giant beige box and then 2 people lugging a CRT in a box between them.
Yes. And now we're going to get into the section of computers for Caleb here because he loves AMD. Loves it. So
Okay, 2004. Actually, I think AMD was okay in 2004. Like they were doing okay.
Okay.
That was like the Athlon 64 and Athlon 2 days, That was like the first dual core processors available to the consumers. AMD was a big deal back then.
It was. I'm going to give you this laptop that they're trying to sell here. You get to save over $275 instantly on this digital music combo. This is, by the way, a laptop. You get the mobile AMD Athlon XPM processor 3000 plus notebook with integrated 802.11G wireless. Ooh. Not only that, you also get 1 year free of Napster digital music service.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
Worth it. Worth it.
With a total savings of $279.39. It is $1,049.99.
Wow.
I forgot that there was a time where you had to pay for Napster.
Right?
Well, so this was after the Napster collapse, right? The lawsuit.
After the lawsuit and all
Yeah,
that
this
stuff.
is
Yeah,
That's
and
why
all
you
that
had to pay
stuff.
for
And
it.
they tried to take the brand and turn it into like a digital music store a la iTunes, and it absolutely did not work. And
No.
hopefully if you ever bought music off of that version of Napster, you saved it somewhere, because you sure as crap can't find it online now. At least I don't think you can. Oh, geez, hold on.
Oh, you gonna look?
I'm just... I don't think Napster's still a thing, but... Oh, no.
Probably
wait.
not.
They have a website. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Nope, that's a thing. That is a thing. It's a streaming service.
Oh, wow.
Is it really?
Yeah. Napster is a streaming service now.
I wonder who owns it.
$10 a month, or you can get a family plan for $15 a month. It's Apple Music, except Napster. What the crap?
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, they got Android and iOS apps. It's compatible with Alexa. Wow.
That's crazy.
Jeez Louise. Who is still using Napster?
I didn't think it was still going.
Wow. 2004 apparently isn't so long ago.
Yeah.
After all.
I mean, they do have, I'm looking at this, they do have a lot of the newer music that you can get on all these other platforms too.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild. That is wild to me. Wow. That's a blast from the past.
Right. All right. So here's a big one for you, though. We got a Western Digital hard drive, 160 gigabyte internal hard drive. After mail-in rebate, this thing's only $29.99. I mean, good deal, right?
That's actually a pretty good deal, yeah.
Pretty good deal, actually.
It would be a stupid deal by today's standards. That's a useless amount of space, but back then, that was a pretty good deal.
So let's talk about a graphics card that they've got here. You know what? It's actually an ATI Radeon 9600 XT, 128 megabyte AGP graphics card.
Yeah.
After mail-in rebate, this was $99.99.
Dang.
The mail-in rebate was $100, so it's 50% off.
That's a good deal. Rebate. Yeah. So those were actually pretty decent GPUs for the AGP era. Like they were kind of the very last hurrah of AGP compatible GPUs. The 9600 was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm remembering that right. So yeah, like actually that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, being able to get a good deal on a graphics card for Black Friday. What a concept.
What would that be like?
I wonder.
Oh, that is awesome.
Heck, being able to get a graphics card much for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Not just get a deal on one, just get one, you know.
Just get one.
All right, let's go into the consoles, shall we? Let's go into here. This is the new revision of the PlayStation 2. You can get for $149.99. You can also get their PlayStation 2 Max memory card of 32 megabytes for only $19.99. You're actually saving $15 here.
32 megabytes? No way. That's crazy. And I guess it was about that same time that I got myself a flash drive for like school that was, I think, 8 megs. So
you want to know the big games that were for this thing that they're trying to sell for $19 each?
Oh gosh, come on. Yeah, hit me.
Viet Cong?
Oh jeez.
Spider-Man 2? And Tiger Woods 2004.
Oh man. No, that version of Spider-Man 2 was like the holy grail of Spider-Man games until like the PS4 Spider-Man came out like 2 years ago. So, you know, it's a good run that game had as being the best Spider-Man game, essentially.
Right. Do you guys remember DLP TVs? Digital light projection.
Oh yeah.
So those are on here, and they're HD ready because you remember during that time they were starting to switch everything from analog to HD, so they were starting to make sure everything was HD ready.
720.
Yep. 52-inch DLP TV with a total savings of $311.11. You only pay $888.88.
Oh man. My parents had one of those things. I think it was the green lamp was like going out and all the pictures skewed heavily red. It was a problem.
Yeah.
That TV had issues.
Oh man. And that was kind of that was the 2004 Best Buy Black Friday on there. I did go through a couple others. I did go through a 2004 Target Black Friday ad. I also went through a Walmart, a lot of similar things. But if I go over to the Walmart section, if I go over to where, like, let's see where to go. like you can go onto bicycles and toys and things like that. Special buy. Okay. So these are the special buys here. So do you remember back in 2004 when Care Bear and Elmo and Winnie the Pooh that were life-sized of your child? You remember those?
Oh, dear.
Like you can buy them. Yeah. The special for this, because they were about, I believe they says here the plushes were 21-inch characters, like 21 inches tall. Yeah. You can get those each for $10. And let me tell you, if I could show you this ad, those are very scary plushies. I'm just not gonna lie. They're very scary. You remember the Leap pads for your children that were actually a book before, and you
Yep.
you had to move it.
Yep.
Those there, Leap pad learning system, $20. I mean, there was 2 books in there, so that's pretty good, right? Right.
Man, I pined for one of those when I was like a wee child.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were they were brand new. I was like, oh, but it changes what it says based on what page you have open. Not realizing it's literally just a little plastic pin on the one side that depresses when you flip the page. Like, come on, it's not that complicated.
Yeah. Come on. You can do this.
All right, I think I have the best one though.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
What'd you come up with?
So this is 2004. This is from Radio Shack.
Oh gosh. Yeah, they existed back then. Okay.
So they have a stocking stuffers section that's $5 each on all these things. And you're getting your normal, typical $5 type things, like some cheap headphones. The best ones are these little earbuds that come with the wind-up case.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a thing. I had some of those. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a remote control for $5. But the best one here is a Sharp brand touchscreen organizer for $5.
Touchscreen organizer?
It's got a stylus. It's not a color display by any means. It's the old green and black display.
Mm-hmm.
And it's some sort of like off-brand Palm Pilot type device.
For $5?
$5. Limit 5 per customer, mind you. And
no wonder they went out of business.
And
for
$6
Radio Shack.
And for 6 hours only, that's on sale for $5.
Huh. Wow. I'll bet they had lines for that. That's baby's first Palm Pilot, I guess. But like even if the range of functionality was pretty severely limited, like Palm Pilots back in 2004 had color screens and were more sophisticated than this sounds.
In 2004 or 2005, I had a Palm Trio smartphone.
Yeah.
With a color screen I could get on the internet, and I mean
Yeah, they were trending more towards like the era of smartphones that immediately preceded the iPhone, but still, if it did most of what like the cheaper, slightly older Palms did, those things were still selling for like $100. Like,
oh yeah,
$5.
It does say it's 60% off, so it didn't have a really high starting price either. But
no, but yeah, that's crazy.
Another trend I thought was interesting in 2004, and we touched it a little bit, but Spider-Man 2, it must have been so huge, because what's interesting is they're selling the exact same toys for Spider-Man this year as they were back in 2004, because right now the big ads that I see with my kids is they're using that spray thing to shoot the webbing. In these ads, like Target, there's a big one that shows this kid shooting the exact same thing for $8.
Oh, jeez.
So I think Spider-Man, I think I want to say Spider-Man 2 is huge through these ads.
Well, Spider-Man 2 had just come out earlier in 2004, I think.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man 3 came out in 2006, I think. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 would have been like brand new at the time. And so here's a fun fact. Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out soon. Mm-hmm. The new Marvel MCU Spider-Man movie. And it features Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
17 years ago.
like we are, holy cow. I guess you just, man, So this is what it felt like for my parents growing up and seeing the fashions that they wore in high school, like, cycle through.
Yeah.
The music that they listened to as teenagers get popular over and over again for inexplicable reasons and stuff. Like, that's what that looks like. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's also funny, speaking of that, they also had a free Spider-Man 2 game for the Game Boy Advance SP system. It was only for $79.99. Now get this. We talked about the PlayStation 2, right? For the $149, the same price for the OG Xbox was $149.99 as well, and it came with 3 games. Like, could you imagine buying a console for only $150 nowadays
and getting 3 games
a piece
with it?
Of crap.
You can buy consoles for $150 right now. They're trashy knockoffs from China, but
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
yeah. But
wow.
I just thought that was interesting. The trend when I picked this, there's like Spider-Man is everywhere.
Yeah,
like the games, the toys, things like that. But
dang,
I thought it was pretty funny to go back in time and kind of look at some of these. Like I said, you know, we talking about computer parts, DVD players, also digital cameras were a huge thing still, and that's probably why they bundled printers with them. With computers, because everyone's printing out their photos. Because I remember photo printing and
yeah, photo printers were a big deal.
Yep. So it was fun to go back and see that, but also like that Spider-Man thing. I was like, wait, is this the right ad? Because this is being sold now. So that was a lot of fun to go back. Those are the key things I was kind of wanting to point out, and just in nostalgia for Black Friday from 2004.
Yeah, fun. Just always makes me feel super old because, you know, that was like high school for me.
Yeah, it was for me too. But I will keep doing it every year. I think it's fun to kind of see which years and what I could find. Obviously, as it gets older and older. Before that, because there's a website that's archiving from 2004 on. So I was like, it was easy to kind of go through there. And there was like you were saying, Landon, there's like Radio Shack. There was Fry's Electronics. There's all sorts of that were able to do this and document that. But trying to find before that was a little harder. But if I can, I'll definitely try. And because they're fun to look at and see and just be like, this is what was popular.
Yeah.
So, too much fun. Well, enough of me ranting and raving about deals. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Why don't you go ahead and start us off, Landon, with your Black Friday deals? Let's hear it.
All right. I don't have a ton to talk about, but I've got some good deals that I found that I think would be beneficial to you, listener, if you're in the market for some different things like phones or iPads or whatnot. Starting off with some Android deals that I found. I think one of the best deals that I found there's a lot of deals for the Z Flip 3 phone at a bunch of different places, but one of the best deals I found for that one was a $300 e-gift card at Target with the purchase of a Z Flip 3. That makes it basically a $700 phone for it's a folding phone for $700. That's not bad at all, actually.
No, it's not. They had a lot of places had deals for the Z Flip, and I was like, Samsung is pushing this way harder than the Galaxy line.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
way harder.
I actually saw more deals for the Galaxy Note 20, which is a year and a half old device. I saw more deals for that than I did the Galaxy S21, which is the current S-line phone.
Yeah.
Weird.
They're just really pushing. And the Fold, like, there was a lot of deals for the Fold, too, versus, like, any of the Galaxy phones. I was like, wow, this is weird, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people after Christmas with broken folding phones is what's going to happen, but okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So going on to some more of these folding phone deals, Samsung themselves, the deals that you can get from them. So with the Z Flip 3, you can get a pair of Galaxy Buds 2 for free and $100 off the Flip from Samsung. Now, if you want the Fold, you can get the same Galaxy Buds 2 and $250 off the Fold 3 at Samsung's website. So those are pretty decent deals right there, too. Because, I mean, the Galaxy Buds 2, I want to say around $150, and then you're getting either $100 or $250 off the phone, depending on which one you get. So you're saving a decent amount there. Now, the best deals that I found for the Pixel, the best one was up to $800 off the Pixel 6 Pro with a trade-in at AT&T. Now, I mentioned this to a friend of mine that is in the market for a new phone, and they are looking at the Pixel 6. And he went through the process, and right now it is saying he will get the phone delivered between January 6th and January 25th. So they're still backed up quite a ways. And I'd imagine that's probably going to be the case anywhere you're looking for the Pixel phones, because they sold out pretty fast, and they've been sold out, obviously, still for a while. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you are in a place that you can wait, but you still want the deal, I mean, you don't have to trade in your phone until you get the new one, obviously. AT&T will send you the stuff after you've gotten your new phone. So, I mean, this is a pretty good deal. $800 off. That puts the phone down to, what, $100? It's a $900 phone for the Pixel 6 Pro. So that's pretty good. And I didn't look at all the phones that were eligible, but the one that I did look at was the Pixel 4 XL for the trade-in. That got the full $800 value for the phone. I mean, there's no way you're going to sell that phone for that much money. So, pretty good deal. The other deal that AT&T had was 50% off of the Pixel 6. So this is the non-Pro device. This does not require a trade-in or nothing. It's just 50% off straight up, which puts it at $300. That's a really good deal right there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the best deals, like carrier deals. Verizon didn't have that great of carrier deals. And then, like, Best Buy and those places were basically just supporting the carriers in their deals, like, because that's generally what Best Buy does when it comes with phones. The only add-on that they might have is a gift card to Best Buy or something, but for the most part, it's going to be whatever the carrier is offering, and then you just activate it at Best Buy instead of at the carrier store.
Right.
But yeah, those are the two best deals I found for Pixel phones. Now, moving on, I did find a few Apple deals that I thought were pretty good. Hopefully, Caleb wasn't going to talk about these because...
Oh.
Ha ha ha.
Steal all my stuff.
Yeah,
I'll keep a running tally of the list I have here.
Yeah, I mean, these are the deals that I kind of care about. So, the first one I found was AirPods Pro. These have been on sale pretty much everywhere. They've been around $200 just as their regular price in most places, unless you're buying them from Apple, who still sells them for $250. But Walmart has the AirPods Pro for $159. That's $30 cheaper than anywhere else that I've seen. All the other deals are like $180, $189, you know. So that's a pretty good deal. Yeah. I mean, you're basically paying the cost of what the regular AirPods are for AirPods Pro.
Though, to be fair, if you're paying the $150 for the regular AirPods at this point, or for especially on Black Friday, don't.
Yeah. Don't. Definitely not. Another one that I found, this was you're not going to get much better deal than this anywhere for iPads, but I found at Costco, you can get the iPad Air for $70 off. And I mean, that's not great, but that's Apple. That's generally how their deals go.
I was going to say, for an Apple product deal, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Normally they're around $50
we take those.
off. Yeah. Normally the deal is usually $50 off. So to get it at around 70, that's why I had it listed here. I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yep.
And then the last ones for Apple that I wanted to mention was the iPhone deals at AT&T. Again, they're doing really well when it comes to deals. They're basically at their pre-order deals that they had when the phones were first launched. You can get up to $1,000 off an iPhone 13 Pro Max with a trade-in. And then if you just want the regular 13, you can get up to $800 off of that with the trade-in. So very similar to what they had for pre-order. I mean, that's the deal that I got when I bought my 13 Pro Max was $1,000 off. So that's pretty good. Pretty good deal. Now, continuing on with the, hell freezing over type thing that Caleb was mentioning, I have a couple deals that I wanted to mention in the gaming realm.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
I know. Weird. Now, this isn't like a massive deal, but it's something. So, there's 3 different places you can get this deal. It's Amazon, Target, and Best Buy. If you purchase an Oculus Quest 2, that's how it's listed. It's not rebranded yet to the Meta Quest 2. In these listings, it is still an Oculus Quest 2. So keep that in mind. But you can get a $50 credit to one of these stores with the purchase of an Oculus Quest 2. So you're still paying $300 for the VR headset, but you get a $50 credit to either Amazon, Target, or Best Buy, depending on which one you buy it at. That's not too bad.
As I delete this from my list of deals that I was going to mention, I would like to add Newegg to that as well. It's the same deal, also at Newegg.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one. But yes, so there's 4 different places you can get that deal. Yep. So that's not too bad. Especially if you regularly shop at any of those places, having a $50 gift card is going to be beneficial.
Yeah.
And then the last one, I'm pretty sure none of you are going to have this because you don't care about this as much as I do at the moment because you guys have nice chairs. I'm in the market for a chair right now, and I've already mentioned this to Caleb and Wes off the recording previously, but Sam's Club, they have the Respawn gaming chair. I believe this is the one, Wes, that you have, right? This is your chair. He's not listening at the moment because his headphones were off. Wes, you have the Respawn gaming chair, don't you? It's from...
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So that chair at Sam's Club is normally $170. It is going to be on sale this week for $130. $40 off.
Nice.
And I am planning on buying one because the chair that I currently own has lost all of its cushion, and as I use it, I slowly drop down to the bottom and have to raise it back up, which is not fun. So if you are in the market for a new gaming chair or just a pretty good office chair in general, check that one out. It's relatively inexpensive for a pretty nice chair.
Yep, not bad at all.
Yeah. And that is all of the Black Friday deals that I cared to mention this year. There's obviously a lot of different deals on TVs. I mean, we were talking before the podcast. If you go to Best Buy's Black Friday ad online, there's 128 pages to that thing.
It is 128 page. 120. It's a novel. They wrote
huge.
A novel for their Black Friday at Best Buy. This is not okay.
No.
It's not okay.
Not okay. Especially, I mean, the majority of that ad was TVs. So, I mean, if you're in the market for a TV this year, which I know a lot of people try to wait till Black Friday to find good deals on TVs because generally that's when you're going to find really good deals on TVs. But TVs are so subjective on what people want and what they are wanting to spend and whatnot that I didn't even bother to look at any deals for TVs. I mean, you can find a decent TV anywhere from $150 to $5,000, depending on how much you want to spend. And you're going to find a good TV anywhere in that price range, in my opinion. I mean, the TV that I currently own is a TCL Roku TV. I think I spent, last year I got it on Black Friday for around $200, I think. Maybe somewhere in that range. And it's a 55-inch 4K HDR TV. So, like I said, anywhere from like $150 to $200 and up, you're going to get a good TV depending on what you want. So, just look around, look at the store you want to shop at for the TV. That's probably going to be the determining factor there is what store do you really want to bother with crowds at, or what store has it online that can ship it to you.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, to add to the whole thing on the TV thing, like, do your research on what TV you want first, and then narrow down the stores. Because I don't know why they would do a whole novel of here's TVs. Like, that would scare me if I didn't know what I was looking at.
I mean,
yeah.
what? And honestly, you know what, listener? Let's just go ahead and break down real quick. Like, here are the things that you're going to see advertised for all of the TVs, and here's what they mean, right? Obviously, the size of the thing. It's how big it is at the diagonal. Think about where you are going to be putting the thing and decide how much space you have. If you have like a cheap like TV stand thing that you bought at Walmart, whatever, this is one of those pieces of furniture you assemble and that kind of thing, and you want to put it on there, 55 inches is as big as you're gonna get, unless you buy a really expensive TV that has a center stand. Most TVs have the two little feet that are bolted off to either side, and they're at 55 inches. In fact, I have a 55-inch TV sitting on the cheap Walmart stand right now. It's about as wide as you're going to get. Think about the wall space that you have if you're going to be hanging the thing. Think about whether or not you're going to be able to get it bigger. But that's obviously a question that you can answer. But you're going to be able to get anything from $40 TVs or $40-inch TVs that are less than $100.
Wait, where are you shopping at?
Hey, it's that thrift store again.
40-inch TVs. I mean, I do, but no. 40-inch TVs for less than $100, all the way up to 70-inch TVs that be in the range of about $500, depending on what you're buying. The other things you're going to see are stuff like QLED, nano LED, OLED, stuff like that. So OLED are going to be the most expensive. If you have a ton of money to burn, that's probably where you're going to want to go. If dropping $2 or $3 grand on a TV isn't unreasonable to you, then get an OLED, basically, from LG.
Yes.
More than likely, that's going to be your best option. You can also get them from Samsung, but keep in mind, Samsung, they're using LG's panels. Samsung makes OLED panels, but they make them for small devices, not big panels. Those all come from LG Display. So LG has really, really good image processing in their TVs as well. They know how to use the panels very, very well. You can also get some OLED panels, again, LG's panels, in some Sony TVs that have very impressive feature sets associated with them and stuff like that. The advantage of OLED is obviously the fact that the pixels are the light source. They produce their light individually, which means that when you turn off the pixel, it is black, straight black. That is the best HDR experience you can get is on the expensive LG panels that have like 600 nits of brightness. They're not very bright. You're not going to want to put them in a room where there's a lot of windows or something like that. These are for darker rooms that you can actually have dark. But if you can put them into that space, then that's going to be your best visual experience. QLED, or that's Samsung's term for it. It's very similar technology to LG's nano LED. Both of those things use a different type of, basically it's a viewing filter over top of an LCD panel. Anyways, the point is it improves the HDR response and the visual fidelity of the image. It's not as good as OLED, but it's close. It's pretty darn good. They're less expensive. They're much brighter. So if you have a brighter space, even if you can drop $5 grand on a TV, probably get one of those instead of the OLED panel, just because the brighter space is going to work better with these LCD panels. So that's kind of what those are. If you're not wanting to spend more than $1,500 on a TV, that's totally fine. Obviously, places like Best Buy, Amazon, whatever, they're going to have you covered. You're just buying a regular LCD panel with an LED backlight, and that's fine. Get them from reputable brands. Generally speaking, you're going to want to be looking at TCL, the other Hisense.
Yeah.
Hisense. There's a couple of brands. Also, Amazon's first party TVs. What are those called? The ONN? No, that's Walmart.
That's Walmart. I've actually heard good things about those too, though.
But yeah, those. So there's a couple of those store brands that you can go for. They have pretty good responsiveness in terms of the pixel response times if you're going to be gaming on them, something to keep in mind. But also generally decent image production qualities. Most of them will be HDR. HDR does not necessarily mean that you're going to be getting like this is like an OLED style, like perfect blacks, really bright whites and stuff like that. No, that HDR just means the TV can take an HDR signal from outside and display it on the screen. Doesn't mean that it's going to reproduce it the way that the person who mastered the HDR image wanted it to be displayed. And obviously, if you're paying less than $1,000 for a TV, then your HDR experience is not necessarily going to be all that great. But if they have a bright enough backlight, then it will improve it. So HDR is not necessary, but it is the future, and getting a TV that is future-proofed with HDR is probably a good idea if you're spending more than about $200. Fortunately, most TVs that cost more than $200 tend to have HDR as a part of the bargain. 4K, if you don't know what 4K means already, it's been like 7 or 8 years since 4K TVs were widely available, listener. If you don't get that yet, it's cool. You can sit on your 1080p plasma until the cows come home. That's fine. You're just going to have to buy adapter boxes to plug it into stuff as time goes on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with all of the TV, jargon and that sort of thing. There's smart TVs are obviously the big deal right now. I personally like to rely on an external box to my TV for my smart functionality. I like that. But if you are going to be buying a TV with integrated smart features, which is totally a thing that happens all the time right now, get a Roku one. Just it's going to be a best experience for you there.
Yeah.
Some ship with Android TV. Those are probably okay as well. If you buy Amazon's, you get Fire TV, which is like fine, but I just am not going to vouch for the long-term functionality of that interface. That's where I would say that. And if you're buying anything that has a proprietary first-party system like LG or, heaven forbid, Samsung, fortunately, most Samsung TVs, they've started building Rokus in now.
Yeah.
They don't use their first-party software anymore, which is good because it sucked. But yeah, so that's just something to be in mind when you're looking. When it says it's a smart TV, make sure you're seeing a name like Android TV or Roku, or at the very least Fire TV or Google Chromecast or something like that associated with it. If it just says something like SmartCast, that means that they're using their own smart TV software that they developed in-house, and it's probably from a crappy company. It sucks, I'm sure. Like, I guarantee you will not be happy with that. So if you don't have an external thing to plug into the TV already, stay away from those.
Or go pay the extra $25 and get a Chromecast or a Roku TV stick.
Yes, that's also a totally valid option. I would say, though, that if you're looking at that TV, spending $25 more on a different TV would also get you the Roku built in.
Yeah,
more than likely. So yeah, just something to be aware of. That's TVs for you. So when you walk into a Best Buy, and honestly, Best Buy, great selection. You'd be able to see what the pictures look like right there. Just keep in mind that those pictures, all of the TVs that they have on display have motion smoothing turned on. Do not judge a TV by its motion smoothing algorithms.
No, you're going to want to turn that off
every single time. I've never seen a TV that looked good with motion smoothing on for anything other than maybe basketball. But even then, not a fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you'll walk in there, motion smoothing will be on, ignore it. Keep in mind that a lot of these TVs will have different picture modes as well, and the Best Buy employees will have set them to the most vibrant one where all the colors are just like, they're screaming at you. What you're really looking for comparatively is the brightness. Get a brighter TV. The one that is brighter than the one next to it, like look at the white parts, and whichever one has a brighter white, that's the one that actually will look better, generally speaking. So, that's kind of how you shop for them on the shelf. But you can look for all these features and that sort of thing, and then find the best price of the one that hits the feature set that you're looking for. Buy that. And Best Buy will have a huge selection for you to look at. If you don't really care about comparing the brightness of the screens from one TV to the next across the lineup, that's fine. Shop on Amazon. There's going to be a ton of good options on there as well. So there you go, TVs.
In a nutshell, I guess, or something.
Yep. That's as much of a nutshell as I can make it.
It's like trying to put the biscuits back in the can after you open and popped them.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah. TV landscape is kind of complicated.
It's like what it's looking like when you're going through the Best Buy ad and you get to the TV, you're like, when is this going to end? Oh, it's still going.
It's like 50 pages. It's 50 pages of TVs. Like that. Don't put that in your ad, Best Buy. Just don't. Anyways, I guess the point is they're trying to say, look, all of our TVs are discounted. So I guess
so.
Cool.
Anywho, well, why don't you go ahead and talk about your stuff there, Caleb, since you're on a roll.
All right. So I am on a roll. Listener, as always with this stuff, I am going to give you kind of like a list of like, here's where you should generally shop if you're looking for this specific type of thing. And generally speaking, if you're shopping for TVs, Best Buy or Amazon, based on the ads, that's what I'd recommend. If you're shopping for consoles, like game consoles, Walmart, Target, Amazon, all had listings for them, all had them discounted where there were discounts to about the same amount. There are some instances where it's like, oh, hey, here's the price of the digital edition to the PS5. It's not actually discounted, but they're just saying they'll have some.
Yep,
they probably won't have very many, so shop quickly.
So surprisingly, I'm gonna add a note. The one that is discounted, I guess you could say, in a way, would be the Switch.
Yes,
because what they're doing is they're bundling a game with it, and you're basically getting the game for free. So the Switch isn't discounted; it's still the $2.99. But the game that's coming, like Mario Kart, that one is the deal.
Yes. And, it's fair to note as well that I think it was actually just Target. I saw the OLED version of the Switch was going to, they're like, we'll have this in stock. And I'm like, I'll be surprised to see that. But yeah, so those are the places, Walmart, Target, Amazon, all are vouching for their ability to actually have these things in stock on shelves, or in the case of Amazon, available online. From what it looked like, Walmart and Target are the ones that they have in the stores. They are not going to be selling those online, which means you actually have to show up at the physical retailer and probably be pretty close to the front of the line to get them. But your odds against the people in your community are much better than the scalpers on the internet. So, go forth, those of you still hunting for your Xbox Series or your PlayStation 5. Good hunting and best of fortune to you.
Yeah, best of luck.
All right. So Apple devices, Landen already talked about several of the deals that I was going to mention on those. So, regarding phones, there were just a couple of things that I wanted to add. If you are willing to activate, or you're already with Straight Talk or the other Walmart cell phone brand, I can't remember, then you can get an iPhone XR for $250 or an iPhone 12 mini for $300 when you activate the phone on Straight Talk Wireless. It doesn't have to be a new line from what I could tell. It just has to be used with an existing plan. It has to be for your Straight Talk plan. But those are pretty good discounts for those. And honestly, the 12 mini is an excellent phone and you should buy one and convince Apple to make more of the mini phones because I love them so much, please. Just anytime I can to plug those things. For the other phones, for the 13s and the larger 12s and stuff like that, if you just want to buy them straight from Walmart, you can actually get up to a $500 gift card for Walmart with purchase of like the 13 Pro Max, I think it is, that'll give you the $500 gift card, the highest end gift card, I guess. So pretty good deals there. Similar styles of deals to that at Target. You can get, though I think the largest gift card they had there was $250, so a little bit less. That being said, if you go through Target to activate a new line on one of their in-house pay-as-you-go cell phone plans, then you can get a free iPhone SE with an activation. So pretty good. And then lastly, for the Apple stuff that I wanted to mention, because, Apple does not have that much in the way of great Black Friday ads. Apple Watches. You can get a Series 3 for $170, which, flipping, why is the Series 3 still a thing? You can get the Apple Watch SE for $220 or the Series 7 for $400, all at Target. So those are discounts of about, I think, $30 each or something like that.
Yeah.
So not huge discounts, but that's frankly about the best you're gonna get. So hey, woo. Good times. Okay. And then we've got computer components. So the best place to buy components this Black Friday is going to be Newegg. That generally tends to be how it is every Black Friday. It used to be that there were other online retailers that were as good, but Newegg kind of drove them all out of business. Yay!
Yeah.
Bye, fries. You're gone. Micro Center, obviously, if you live near one, that's going to be the best place to buy components. Always. Just like if you live near a Micro Center and you buy computer components from anywhere but a Micro Center, you're a psycho. I don't know why you would do that. And I'm angry with you because I do not live near a Micro Center and I'm unhappy about it. But the point is, if you're shopping for computer components for Black Friday and you live near a Micro Center, just go there in the morning and go shop. You'll have fun. But for those of us, if you're lucky, for those of us shopping online, though, Newegg's going to be the place to buy your computer components from. And they have, there are a few other places that had good deals. Like, for instance, Target has the Logitech G402 gaming mouse. So that is a wired gaming mouse. It's actually the one that I use. It's good. It's pretty big. So if you have big hands, that's what you want. Especially if you do claw grip, like holds on your mouse. It's quite comfortable, really responsive. I love the scroll wheel. It's a good mouse. Target is going to have that for $20. Actually, it's about half off. So nice. Reasonably good price there. And then I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, okay. All the rest of these deals are from Newegg. So there you go. Just a few that I thought were worth mentioning. They've got an Acer 27-inch 1440p 144 hertz monitor that's $220, which, if the color reproduction is pretty good and the response times are good, that's a good monitor. Good deal. The Odyssey G9 from Samsung, which if you know what that is, listener, then you know that $1,100 is a scream for that display. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that because if you don't know what it is, you probably don't need it. Like, you really don't. It's okay. So processors, actually, there's some decent deals. Newegg has the 5800X and the 5950X available for $360 and $720 respectively. So that's a discount of about $80 for the 5950X. So not bad. I think the best price for a motherboard that I saw, especially since I'm kind of a mid-range computer purchaser myself, mid-range gamer especially, that they had a B550M, which is an AMD motherboard, for $60 with a reasonable amount of power delivery and reasonable number of features associated with it. So decent deal. Couple of good power supplies. If you're looking high end, they shockingly $120 will get you a Rosewill 80 plus gold 1050 watt PSU, fully modular. Obviously it's Rosewill. Not sure what their track record is on higher end power supplies. I know that their lower end power supplies are sketch, but it's higher end hopefully means a little bit less sketchy. If you want to go a little bit more reliable, but lower wattage, then for $65 you can get a Corsair RM650X, which is an 80 plus gold rated 650 watt power supply from Corsair. So much more reliable brand, definitely worth looking at. For storage, there's an MSI 1 terabyte M.2 PCIe 4.0 generation 4 SSD for $75, and that's a steal if you have a PCI Gen 4 compatible motherboard and processor combo. $75 for 1 terabyte. That's good. That's
really good.
I don't actually have a Gen 4 compatible motherboard and processor set, but I'm kind of thinking of buying one of these just because like I can totally use it in the future,
Yeah, I will
eventually,
really good.
All right. So for your home storage uses, Synology is selling a NAS enclosure via Newegg for $300. It's a 2-bay NAS enclosure. So you obviously it's diskless. You have to buy your own drives to put in there, but this will give you can just take your drives, slap them in this sucker, and it will make it available on your network. And then a couple more quick deals from Newegg. $100 will get you 32 gigs of 3200 speed DDR4 G.Skill Ripjaws RAM, which is good. DDR4 is coming down in price. Makes sense. DDR5 just launched. And the best deal that I saw for a webcam, 1080p webcam from TroPro or TruePro. I don't know how they want me to pronounce that. It's a dumb brand name, but it's only $20. I'm not going to guess it's the best camera ever, but it's probably better than not having a camera at all. So there you go. Now, my last grouping of Best Buy deals is computers. And I do not, listener, have a place where I can tell you, go here to buy your computers for the best deals, because there's this thing called a chip shortage that's happening right now. Computers are not good deals. They're just not right now. So here's a few honorable mentions. They tried, essentially. At Walmart, you can get a $500 i5 powered laptop with a GTX 1650 in it. $500 isn't terrible for the combination, essentially. They also will sell you a $150 Celeron powered convertible, though, so maybe don't shop for laptops at Walmart, generally speaking.
Celeron.
Target isn't doing much better. You can get $160 laptops from Target, but they did actually have an HP that was powered by a Ryzen 3 for $295 that didn't look like a terrible laptop. So I guess if you need to buy one of those for a college student or something like that, you could do worse. Genuinely, though, if you're going to be shopping for a laptop for a student, maybe just buy something directly from Dell right now. So for Black Friday, they're going to have the XPS 13, certain configurations of it discounted. Well, certain configurations of the last generation of it discounted down to $250. $700 off of the list price, which brings the actual price of the thing down to about $500. So those are good computers. The XPS 13 and 15 both review very well. They're quite nice laptops. The latest version of the XPS 15, you can actually get that discounted by about $400. So, if you've got a little bit more cash to spend, those will cost you upwards of $1,500 even after the discount. But they're quite powerful laptops that come with a discrete GPU. So worth looking into what Dell is offering in the XPS line if you are shopping for a laptop these holidays. If you want a game, I looked for pre-built PCs that were any kind of reasonable in terms of their performance to cost. I looked for graphics cards that were reasonably priced or even approached reasonably priced and had a prayer of being in stock when you went to the store or went online. I couldn't find anything. There's nothing good. Like, they were broadcasting like, hey, yeah, we've got 3070s for $870. Woohoo! I'm like, that is double the MSRP of those cards. Like, and that's what they're bragging about for Black Friday. Your Black Friday deals for graphics cards this year, they're 50% more than MSRP. Not off 50%. It's actually 100% more than MSRP. It's fine. Whatever. You can buy a 3-year-old 1080 and that'll be, wait, they're not 3 years old, a 3-year-old 1650. And that's your deal for graphics. Anyways, so I'm sorry, but if you do want to game for $1,000, you can get an Alienware M15, which is one of their laptops that has a Ryzen 7 5800H and an RTX 3050 Ti directly from Dell. That's about $700 off the list price of that laptop. Honestly, something like that may very well be your best option. This is a horrible world that we live in, but
yeah,
but there it is.
Oh, That's rough. I didn't even want to look, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
I really didn't.
It just depressed me and made me sad. That said, if you just want to spend the least amount of money that you possibly can on a laptop this holiday, from Tiger Direct, which is a retailer that I had genuinely forgotten existed until I found their Black Friday ad, you can get a refurbished Celeron-powered Lenovo laptop for $80.
Nice.
That's the cheapest one I found. Don't buy it, listener. I'm joking. I included that one as a joke. I just want to be clear. I don't want somebody to go buy that thing and then be on our Facebook page like, what did you? This was a terrible idea.
We know. We know.
Yes,
That's why we said
it was a joke. Don't buy that, please. But yeah, there you go. It kind of is a sucky time to buy computers, which is really dumb because there's so many cool things happening in computing right now. Like the processor competition, like graphics cards are really cool, and graphics card technology is really awesome right now. There's a bunch of good games happening. We're advancing from like PCIe Gen 3 to Gen 4 to Gen 5, and from DDR4 to DDR5 for the RAM. Apple is doing all of this cool stuff with ARM processors, and like all this cool stuff is happening, but everything is stupidly overpriced. So sorry.
Yeah, that's all I can say. Sorry.
Yeah, but that's what I got.
Oh, man. I mean, some good stuff, and obviously some hits of reality.
Yeah.
But, well, I wanted to go ahead and just mention a few things. Obviously, I'll talk a little bit more on the Xbox side of things, on the gaming side. So obviously, consoles. Well, I'll just get this out of the way. I know we talked a little earlier. Like, there's not going to be deals. They did come out with a deal, well, a quote unquote deal, where they're bundling Fortnite or Rocket League with the Series S at the same price as just buying the Series S.
Woohoo.
Which is funny, is because both of those are 2 free games you can just download and play.
They sure are.
So, but okay, you do get $1,000 or 1,000 E-bucks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so there's
go buy some skins, kids.
Yeah, go buy some skins. Merry Christmas. Skins. Anyway, so those are the deals. One thing I did want to mention, that if you're looking, I mean, this is more on the Xbox side. If you're looking at that Xbox All Access, that one might have better luck. That's how I was able to get mine. The reason you might be able to get better luck is because those are allotted to Xbox All Access only, and they actually have like what the All Access, everything is on the console itself, so they can't just go out and sell them like normal. But maybe that's something you can look into. You might be able to get. That's how lucky I was able to get. Maybe that's something you might look into. But again, it's that Xbox All Access. Might be able to do that. So that would be my recommendation as of right now, because yeah, consoles. I mean, there's that, or I do know that Xbox just released an update where you can now do cloud gaming on your previous generation consoles. So if you have an Xbox One, you can play Forza 5. You can just stream it. You don't have to download it. It has the cloud gaming on the console itself. So that could be an option too. Please keep in mind data caps. That's also a thing. Data caps. So we'll go ahead and we'll move on. Let's look at some deals here. Obviously, they've got their deals on like certain accessories or accessories that have like 50 up to 50% off. But the 50% off things are like, this is a $40 headset that now it's $20. So you're not going to get like, oh, this is a $200 one. Now it's $100. That's more like, here's $50 off. So
yeah.
A couple things I did want to mention that I thought was cool. So there's that Razer Kishi, which is the controller attachment you can attach to your phone that kind of makes it look like a Nintendo Switch on there. That's normally $100. You can get it for $50, basically.
Oh. So
if you're looking for something to do a little cloud gaming or any kind of whatever on your phone with that's a pretty decent thing, because it connects directly to your phone by USB-C, so you don't have the lag of Bluetooth.
Yeah,
on there, so it's not a bad not a bad one. You got games that are coming out up to 67% off. Those are more like the games that are like a year to 2 years old, or say like Forza 4. That one, obviously, they're going to try and sell the crap out of because Forza 5 just came out. So there's that. They are doing their $1. If you're looking for Game Pass, you can get like 3 months for $1 for signing up, things like that. Game Pass is kind of everywhere. I thought was interesting on Best Buy ads and things. When you buy a PC, normally they're like, hey, you get a free game with this. But now it's just, here's a year of Game Pass with it. So that could be an option if you're looking for a PC that way. Same with storage on there. If you're looking for any kind of storage, I mean, the maximum you're going to get off is like $10, or even if it's bundled with something on there, just because those SSDs, they are for the new one, for the new Series X and S, they're pretty expensive on there. So obviously they have their movies. Digital movies, if you buy digital movies on Microsoft or any other platform and have the movies anywhere, so it's all connected. That's kind of what I do. Whenever I see a deal on a movie, I buy it because it'll all be connected to everything on there. So that's an option for you digitally, though. So, but that's if you're looking for any kind of games on there for Christmas gifts or anything, you can do that. There's also physical copies you can get. It's kind of, you'll have to verify the difference because they are. I can give you like a digital copy price, but then a physical copy could be $10 more just because it's physical. So you'll have to look into that for per game on something like that. So that's kind of what I wanted to touch base on. You'll get more obviously deals on, say, like controllers, any kind of accessories will have the higher percentages off, but actual hard drives or consoles, you're not going to get very much on there.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of what I wanted to mention. Like I said earlier, there was the Nintendo Switch deal at Best Buy where you're going to pay for the Switch, but you get like a free Nintendo game, which in theory is actually a pretty good deal because Nintendo never discounts them.
They never discount that crap.
So
it's like freaking Smash Brothers is still $80.
Yeah, it's like $60 to $80. So I mean that you get a free an actual Nintendo game.
Yeah,
it's not like free Fortnite.
It's not bad.
You know?
It's not bad.
So there are those. I mean, if you're looking for Joy-Cons, please, that is something I probably would recommend a warranty on. Joy-Cons, because you will use it.
I'm at the point where I kind of just don't recommend Joy-Cons. Like,
I mean,
just get the little controllers that you know, or buy the Pro controller. It's a better controller anyway.
It is
more ergonomic.
Really is. Very, very good. So, PS5s, I tried to look and see. I mean, like Caleb said, it's going to be at your local store. It's going to be your best bet. I know, like, for example, our Walmart that's close to us, they're going to have some PS5s there for in store.
It's just so funny. They're all like, yeah, PlayStation 5 available for like $500 or something. And then like small print, digital edition available for $400. I'm like, those are just their MSRPs.
Yeah.
Like, that's the list price of this console.
Well, at least it's that, not $800.
I know,
like
right? Like the graphics cards. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember, this is me overhearing. I know sometimes if you're a part of a rewards program or like Best Buy's gaming program or Walmart's, whatever, they send out, what is it? You get like first somethings. I don't know.
They'll send you like your insider information ad type things, and that is not what I looked at. So like if you're in the Target Circle ad or whatever, you might be able to get $20 off of one of these consoles. I don't know. If you are a member of those circles, then check your email. Yeah. And actually maybe check your spam. You might be a member and not realize it because those have been going to your spam inbox for who knows how long. So maybe double check your spam. Just make sure you didn't miss any good ads.
True. And I think we've all said pretty much the same thing on a lot of the electronics for TVs and everything else and et cetera. So that's really all that I have on there too. So on Black Friday or anything I wanted to mention. So, all right. Does anyone else have anything they wanted to mention Black Friday or not?
Nope.
I'm good.
All right. Well, dear listener, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. This is our 2021 Black Friday episode. We appreciate you sticking with us and listening to us rant and rave about graphics cards and what it would have been like, 17 years ago for $100 for a decent graphics card.
Man.
Anyway. All right, dear listener. If you want to get a hold of us, have any questions or just want us to talk about something, you can get a hold of us on our social media platforms. You can also get a hold of us at our website at callingallplatforms.com. If you want to see any cool little videos or past streams that we've done and recaps of games that we've streamed, you can get on to Calling All Platforms Gaming on YouTube. All right, dear listener, have a good week.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Calling All Platforms is a production of Supporter Sound Studios. To learn more about how you can support the podcast, go to www.patreon.com/callingallplatforms.